soul with it. Yeah. So I was listening to Mason and Ireland's show yesterday on ESPN LA Radio, and they had a special guest calling on the phone for an interview who was a former teammate and coach of LeBron James, who also makes frequent appearances on a show called Get Up on ESPN, which was former NBA player Damon Jones. Mason mentioned how he watched this show a few weeks ago, and that Damon had mentioned how he heard that Kawhi Leonard was in play for the Los Angeles Lakers if he decided to leave the Toronto Raptors. Mason then asked Damon, do he still think it's true that Kawhi Leonard is still a possibility for the Los Angeles Lakers? And this was his response. He says, I think it is until he decides to do something else. And I said that after the Anthony Davis trade was made. And it was told to me that Kawhi Leonard was in play at that particular time because of that trade that had been made, but he still had his options. Being in play doesn't necessarily mean he's going to join the team, but before that Anthony trade had been made, there was pretty much no way anybody would ever think that he would join the Los Angeles Lakers. There were talks about him joining the Clippers or going back to Toronto, and now I've seen, just like everybody else, that he's going to take meetings with other teams, and I still think that he is still in play for the Los Angeles Lakers until he finally makes his decision to do whatever he's going to do. Mason then asked Damon Jones, what do he think a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard would look like? And Damon went on to say, man, that would be a super mega team. I don't even know if that's a good word to use. And what people have to understand, everybody says Kawhi wants to beat LeBron and he doesn't want to play with him and all of that. But if you think about it, how many years does LeBron have left? I mean, I believe he's going to play as long as he wants to play. He's going to continue to play at a high level as long as he wants to play. But at the end of the day, once LeBron goes away, you're talking about two of the top players in the league still being with one franchise, and that's Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis, being as though that they're both young players. So you're going to get those three guys for the foreseeable future. But as players, you always want to look at your future long term. And if joining the Lakers, you understand you have two of the top 5 players on your team, and they would be hands-on favorites to win it all as long as they're together and if they're healthy. And then after that, LeBron leaves, and then you still have Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis in their primes, which still puts you at the top of the league to win championships for quite some time. So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. But I 100% agree with Damon Jones. I do believe that Kawhi Leonard is still in play for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it's a lot of misdirection with Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers through the media, which to me makes absolutely no sense at all. And still the media has so much power over people's mind, like they're zombies. Like they agree with everything that the media says. It's like if Adrian Wojnarowski comes out and say Kawhi Leonard still wants to join the Lakers even if LeBron James is still there, which he said a year ago, people will be like, oh yeah, I think Kawhi Leonard's going to the Lakers. Then Adrian Wojnarowski can come back and change his mind and say, never mind, I've changed my mind. I don't think Kawhi Leonard wants to join the Lakers. It's the Clippers now. It's the Raptors. And then the sheeple will be like, not the people, the sheeple will be like, oh yeah, he's right. Like little puppets. Oh yeah, he's right. I can see him going to the Clippers now. I can see him staying with the Raptors, and it's just absolutely ridiculous, bro. Like, it's just like when Jackie McMullen reported that Gail Benson stated that she wouldn't trade AD to the Lakers over her dead body, and the media kept repeating it to you guys. I told you guys, I said, stop listening to the media. They're playing games with you guys, profiting off your emotions. And then the fans told me, I don't see that happening. Stop talking about Anthony Davis to the Lakers, blah, blah, blah. I ain't trying to hear that, bruh. Okay? And the trade happened, like I said it would. But I think Kawhi Leonard is the Lakers' top target. You know, I believe that Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and Kobe Bryant, like I said, they're playing chess. They lured LeBron James to the Los Angeles Lakers. They got Anthony Davis. They used his power of the league, you know, so they could change the narrative. Kawhi Leonard is a top 5 player in the league. Like Damon Jones said, people be like, Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to play with LeBron James. But it doesn't make sense, because why 1 minute would Kawhi Leonard be like, I don't mind playing with LeBron, then turn around and say, okay, well, Anthony Davis is there. Now I really don't want to play with LeBron. Like, that doesn't make sense at all. You know, we could possibly win multiple championships. And Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers, I mean, what other star do you plan on getting to pair alongside him? The media told you guys that Kawhi wasn't 100% in the finals last year, which means, he would have to carry another team by himself again. The same thing with the Raptors. So let's say KD does decide to go there. You got Kevin Durant, who's going to come back off an Achilles and a calf injury. He has to work his way back into things, which won't be easy. So you still have to carry another team. And that's the same thing with the Raptors. Chances are they're not going to go after another top player. They're going to feel like they could win with the team that they had. You're going to come back with that same team, and you still have to carry them again. And like I said, Kawhi Leonard is great, but he didn't defeat a fully healthy Golden State Warriors team. Now, if he defeated them with KD and Klay healthy, he's undoubtedly the best player in the NBA. But as Iguodala said on the Breakfast Club, they had 3 players with something broken. When they went out, they were still one possession away to sending that to Game 7. I think Kawhi is a phenomenal player, and I think, at this point in his career, it's about his brand, because even though the Raptors won the finals, nobody cared. Nobody was talking about the Raptors. The only people who cared were the people of Canada. The people of Toronto was the only people that cared about them winning a championship. Nobody talked about it. Nobody cared that the Raptors won a championship. Nobody talked about that. It was over quick. We already know how great Kawhi is, and he already beat LeBron James. He already defeated LeBron James in the finals. So what does he gain by beating LeBron James again and again in the finals? Nothing. That would be thinking with your pride. If anything, it seems that LeBron James couldn't beat you. He couldn't defeat you, so now he needs you. Now he needs me. But that would be thinking with your pride. Damon is repeating everything I stated, because I said that already. LeBron is signed on with the Lakers for 2 or 3 more years. Y'all can make a run, then you could carry the torch with AD after LeBron James retires, or continues his career elsewhere. The Lakers haven't been to the playoffs in 5 or 6 years. You'll be a part of getting them back on top. That is working smarter, not harder. And your brand will elevate to the next level by being associated with a historic franchise like the Lakers. Kobe was already one of your favorite players, so why not follow in his footsteps, which I think he'll be playing alongside them. That's just my personal opinion. But hey, if the Lakers just sign shooters and role players with just Anthony Davis and LeBron James alone, there is still a high chance that they can get injured. And the thing about role players is this: these guys are streaky one night, then on the next night they could be off. You're banking on them to hit shots when it mattered most consistently. But with Kawhi Leonard, unless a major injury happen, he's going to be a top 5 player every single night. And with him, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and that 4th mysterious player that I think they're going to get, I think they could take turns dominating every single night and reduce the risk of a major injury happening, especially if you reduce the minutes. They could take nights off during the regular season to make sure they're healthy and conserve energy for the postseason. Also, the defense would just be absolutely horrible with just LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard's defense and then Anthony Davis' defense protecting the paint would just be an absolute nightmare to other teams. Kawhi Leonard to the Sixers is garbage. Just a garbage idea, because Ben Simmons can't shoot, period. And they need to grow. Kawhi Leonard is getting older. Lastly, Jalen Rose was just looking shocked when Damon Jones stated Kawhi was in play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Jalen Rose was like, well, me as a fan, I want to see competition and blah, blah, blah. But bruh, why should he care, or why should we care about competition? Why should the Lakers care about competition? Nobody was complaining about competition when the Miami Heat was stacked up. The Golden State Warriors had their time. They had their run. Everybody was on top. Everybody kicked the Lakers while they were down. Ain't nobody had sympathy for us. So why should the Lakers show any sympathy? Our CP3 trade got vetoed. We didn't crowd complain. We was mad at the moment, but we moved on. We traded for Dwight Howard. No free agent would come. So now the Lakers should have sympathy? No. Jalen Rose does seem to say the right things at times, and it does seem like he's having the right predictions, right? But if you notice, Jalen Rose also switches his opinion a lot if you pay attention. So Kawhi Leonard should say, hey, I already got it the hard way. Let me worry about competition when none of these fans will be there if I suffer another major injury. These fans don't really care about me. The media don't care about me. So why should I care when I could just go somewhere, work smarter, not harder, and give me an easy championship? Also building my brand and elevating my brand to the next level. These people really don't care about me. Should I care about competition? No. No. If you are the Lakers, you stack the deck and you eliminate the competition. But that's just my opinion. That's my take on everything. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.